The two videos being evaluated today are The Secret and The New Era of Positive Psychology. In The Secret, the main concept is interviews with people that they deem experts, including a feng shui expert, authors, an entrepreneur, people that have been very successful in their lives. And their claim is that there's a secret that many powerful people have been holding for thousands of years. And that secret is very simple, that whatever you think is what will happen. So it's the law of attraction. Everything a person invites into their life manifests itself into a reality, and thoughts become things. In The New Era of Positive Psychology with Professor Seligman, he discusses the advancement of the study of psychiatry and psychology over the last 60 years. And he talks about positive psychology and its three goals. Dr. Seligman describes the three aims of positive psychology. And the first one is that the psychiatrist or psychologist is as concerned with human strength as with weakness. That the psychiatrist or psychologist should be as concerned with building strengths as he or she is with repairing damage. And the third is being concerned with making normal lives more fulfilling, and to do that with nurturing and kindness and care. Now, as far as scientific claims, the Professor Seligman lecture is most definitely more scientifically sound. The Secret used words like everyone and guaranteed, and there were only a select few that seemed to know about this secret, and it was Plato, Socrates, Isaac Newton, very important names throughout history that would convince you that they knew better than the rest of us. I didn't hear any sort of data or anything scientific to back it up. There was a lot of this is the way it is for everyone, guaranteed. And as we know, that's not a scientific way of proving things. On the opposite front, in Dr. Seligman's lecture, he talked about case studies and the number of people that studies had been conducted with, and all the tests and the follow-up, and we followed up with them months later and found that they were less depressed, or it was all fact-based. And I did notice that he chose his words very carefully. He didn't use words like always and never and everyone and all. So this to me proves that Dr. Seligman's lecture was definitely the more scientific of these two evaluated videos. I actually have a scenario that recently happened with a stressful situation at work that I handled rather unsuccessfully. There was a tight deadline, and my boss came into my office and asked me to take care of this right away. And I was right in the throes of something where there were competing priorities between my boss and a physician. And she reacted in a way that wasn't very productive and upset me. And the way I dealt with it was that I shut my door and cried for 2 hours. So the crying was a release, but it definitely wasn't successful, because afterwards I harbored a lot of ill feelings and felt horrible, and I think she did too. So 2 weeks later, after this, a situation arose where it was pretty much the same thing. And fortunately, I was able to take a deep breath, evaluate the situation, and ended up calling a meeting with the two parties that had the competing priorities, and we were able to work something out that I could get both done. And they realized that one of them needed to let something go and the other one needed to let something go, and that I couldn't do both exactly the way that they wanted it done. but this project has helped immensely with showing me what can happen to me if I don't cope with my stress. And I found it quite fascinating to learn the science behind stress, what it does to the body, as well as the ideas and concepts brought about in The Secret and Dr. Seligman's lecture.